What's going on, people? Jada Black here. I am back with another video. This particular video is basically what happens when you have women who get comfortable while being married, and when they get divorced they have to start over, and the whole time they've been in a marriage they did not once find any kind of skills, they did not start any types of businesses, they didn't go back to school. All they did was live off the money of the man they were married to. Okay, in this case you have Byron Scott, former NBA player, then became a head coach and has done pretty well for himself financially, to the point to where his wife was getting $26,000 a month after the divorce. But once he was fired from the Lakers, I think he was making what, $4 million a year in his deal as a coach of the Lakers. When he got fired, that money pretty much goes away unless they give you a buyout, you know. Now he has this deferred money that his ex-wife was getting. He gets about $50,000 a month in deferred money, but that ended in April. So his ex-wife has been in court vigorously trying to get more money. And him, ever since he lost his job with the Lakers, has been trying to get his spousal support reduced. Now, his ex, I believe, is upset on two fronts. One, she wants to maintain a lifestyle, and two, I think that she is really jealous of the woman that Byron ended up with when they broke up. Okay, now Byron is dating CC Gutierrez. She looks like a Hispanic Instagram model. Okay, and you look at his ex-wife and you look at this woman that he's with now, and you'll see why his wife just cannot let go. Can't let go of his money, can't let go of seeing him in court. Okay, and it got to the point to where recently his ex-wife wanted her to be subpoenaed into court so they can question her about his money. That's what happens again when you have women who live off of other people's money for so long. They get used to it, and also they get used to being with that guy, that when that relationship is over, because I want y'all to understand something. Byron Scott ended the marriage. He filed for divorce. She has been bitter ever since. She's trying to go after his money. She's trying to have his I wouldn't say new, but his now girlfriend, trying to bring her into court, bring her into this, because the woman just can't let go. Okay, and if you look at his ex-wife and you look at the woman that he's with now, and he seems like he's happy with this woman. Okay, he genuinely seems like he's happy with her. Okay, but the guy is basically, you know, in a situation where he has an ex-wife that wants him broke. She wants him, you know, with nothing. She wants his relationship with this woman over. Like, she wants him to be ruined. Okay, all because he did not want to be with her anymore. Now, and to my surprise, he's at ESPN right now as a commentator. He's only making $60,000 a year, not a month, but a year. And because he's making less money, his wife is trying to get his spousal support payments rose from $26,000 a month to $60,000 a month, because she wants to maintain a lifestyle. And I want y'all to I want y'all to listen to why she feels like she needs more money. Okay. Now, this is an excerpt from an article from a couple of months ago. Okay. Let's see. It says, this is just an excerpt. It says, she believes that she should be paid $60,000 a month in spousal support to maintain her former standard of living. Anita, who is his ex-wife, is also seeking half of their frequent flyer miles, $26,000 a month buyout for a private jet credentials they have, $175,000 for her share of their Mexico timeshare, along with 1.8 million stemming from a failed investment project Byron put their money in. As if she had anything to do with that. But anyway, you see, you have females on YouTube who are telling women that they need to be lazy and they need to live off of some rich man. What happens when that rich man divorces you? What happens when that man no longer wants to be with you and you don't have any type of education, you don't have any type of skills, you don't have any businesses that you started, you don't have any hobby that you've turned into a business, you're just spending money going shopping, okay? Because Byron and his ex-wife, Anita, they have adult children. So it's not like she's raising kids. She's at home alone. So you got to ask yourself, what does a woman who lives by herself, basically, what does she need money for? Why can't, and he said in another article, I'll tell you, I do my research, unlike what some of y'all think. He said they lived in basically a upper middle class lifestyle, which means they lived in a nice house in a nice suburban neighborhood. They wasn't living rich, you know what I'm saying? But because his ex-wife is so hurt about him divorcing her and him moving on to this younger woman who is much more attractive, she's hurt by that. So she's trying everything she can to not only grab a hold of his money, but she's also wants to ruin his relationship. This is why she's trying to call his newest girlfriend into court. Because one, she wants to, let me see if I have it here. Let's see why she's calling on the court. Okay, now this is from the Blast. This is from the same article. It says, according to court documents obtained by the Blast, Anita has a list of witnesses she plans to call as she battles Byron's over spousal support issues. In the documents, Anita says she wants to ask Byron Scott's girlfriend, his name is Cecilia Gutierrez, about Byron's money, spousal support issues, data separation, and reimbursements. She believes the testimony would last about 2 hours. What is the point of asking her? Like, she wants to know where every dime is at. But let me ask you this, Anita. Once you've had these proceedings and the money's been dispersed, what are you going to do then? If you're living an expensive lifestyle, even the money that you get from him, it's not going to be enough. When is going to be enough? Let's see. Now, the premise of this particular video is due to an article from the Jasmine brand. Well, I'm actually reading an article from Total Pro Sports, but they are quoting an article from the Jasmine brand that says exclusive. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports NBA legend Byron Scott is continuing his legal battle with his ex-wife Anita Scott, denying that he can afford $60,000 a month in support. He is currently dating Cecilia Gutierrez, who has reportedly been cast on the upcoming season of Basketball Wives. So she's gonna have a storyline, okay? Byron filed new docs in response to his ex-wife Anita's demand for $60,000 a month in support. In regards to his employment, he says he only makes $60,000 a year. $60,000 a year now from ESPN as a commentator, which means that he took the first offer that they gave him. Is that a sign of a guy who has money saved up, that he can pay her $60,000 a month? He says their marital lifestyle was comfortable, middle class, never extravagant, and that amount is unreasonable because the woman is bitter. She has never gotten over the fact that he wanted out of that marriage, and because he's dating a far more attractive woman, and she's using spousal support because women are allowed to do this. They're allowed to go to court and they're allowed to get money out of men like, water out of a sponge. And the courts allow them to do this. This woman should not be allowed to go back and forth to court to get more money. It is absolutely ridiculous that they are allowing her to do this. all because this woman cannot let go of the fact that he is with a younger woman who's more attractive, and he seems happier with that woman. And the thing is that he was with his ex-wife for 29 years. They were high school sweethearts. You look at recent pictures of them together, she looks older than he does, which obviously means that she has not taken care of herself to the point to where physically he may have been interested. That happens in relationships, okay? It happens. They have adult children. They're not raising any kids anymore. You know, he wanted out of that situation, and we don't know what type of woman she is. This woman could have been the type of female who all she does is spend money, and he felt like the only way to get out of a bad situation is to leave. And he did that, and she's never gotten over this. This is why she's trying to go after his money, because she thinks that if she continues to go after him for money, that the woman that he's with is going to leave him, because she's saying to herself, why would this woman want to be with him unless it's money involved? Byron Scott is actually a very smooth guy. Okay, I've seen him out do analysis and commentary, do interviews. You know, he's the type of guy who could get younger chicks' attention. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an older guy, but you see him with this new girlfriend. He doesn't carry himself as an aging black man. You know. And him being the coach of the Lakers is probably what got him with that girl. But his ex-wife sees it as, you know, the new girl is only there for the money. You know, I want to mess that up. That's what she's doing. That's what she's trying to do. Because she knows that man don't got money like that. She knows that. And this is her way of trying to mess that up. Because in her mind, if she thinks that if she goes at him enough, he'll go back to her. That dude ain't going back to you. Nah. You have to do more than try to go after him for spousal support. Some of these women just need to move on. Okay? Just move on. Okay? So, let me know something in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this particular topic.